Okay. Now the first type is of natural number. Okay, we are starting from the basic natural numbers. Okay. In the natural number, what we are doing, we are calculating the number. We are counting the number from the start of one, from one, two, three, then four, up to the infinity part. From one to infinity, what we are counting, we are starting the counting from one to the infinity part in the natural number. Okay, we are starting the counting of numbers from one to infinity. Yes, and here, do you know which is the smallest number? No, in from one to infinity part, which is the smallest number?
One, one digit.
Yes, only one digit. Why? Because one digit is smaller than the two-digit number, from three-digit number, four-digit number. So why we are considering the one as a small digit number? Do you know? Because we are starting to count in the natural number from one itself. From one we are starting to count, right? From which number we are starting to the count a series or a number of number system. In a number system, if we are counting lots of numbers, from which number we are starting, that starting number is always the smallest number. Okay, you have to remember in your head which is the smallest number from that number from whom which we are starting. That number is always the smallest number. And here in a natural number, we are having a note and you have to write this note. It will also ask in your Navod exam, like which is a number which is not listed in a natural number. Which number is there which is not listed in a natural number? Do you know which number? Zero, right? Means zero we are counting here. From zero we are starting. Means आपने scale देखी होगी. If you have look up the scale also, from which number we are starting? If there is a scale like this, you're having a 15 centimeter scale with you. From which just look up to the scale. From which number it is starting? Scale अभी निकालो और उसको देखो कि scale पे सबसे पहला वाला number कौन सा आता है. Just do it as a fun activity.
One. Ma'am, first zero.
Yes, first number we are having of 0. Second number we are having of 1. And from the from 0 to 1, if we count the distance, what distance we are having? That is of 1 centimeter, right? This is how your scale represents. From 1 to 15, it is numbers are all listed in a scale, on a scale, right? So I just check your scale. कि आप कौन से brand का scale use करते हो जिस पे 1 से starting होती है, right? वाला number you have to look up. Which is the first number and you have to tell me. Yes. You can show me the scale also.
Zero.
Yes, from 0. This is the my scale and it is also starting from the counting 0, 0 to 15. It is a 15 centimeter scale. Yeah, always a scale. On the scale we are starting. From which counting? From 0 we are starting, right? So here, yes, it is a 0. So here, in a natural number, 0 is that kind of number which is not a natural number. Okay, you have to list it down. This is a very, very, very IMP part. It was firstly asked, it was also asked in exam that which number it is there which is not a natural number. Which number it is there which is not a natural number. So 0 is that number which is not a natural number. It's not a natural number. Okay. So is this part clear to you all?
Yes.
Yes. Any doubts? If you want to ask me any kind of question, then please, you can. No? Then we will move towards the next one. Sorry. What's happening here? Yeah. Yeah. Now let's start with the next type. Okay. The next part, it is a whole number. Can you remember? In a natural number, we are starting the counting of numbers from which number? In natural number, we are starting counting from which number?
From one. One.
Yes. From 1 we are starting. In natural number, we are starting from 1 to the infinity part. And in the whole number, it is very IMP. It is opposite of the natural number that we are starting to count from 0. From 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the infinity part. Okay. In a whole number, we are started counting from 0 to the infinity part. So according to this number, which number we are having as the smallest number? Smallest whole number. Which number is the smallest whole number?
One.
1. Tanveer saying 1. And what about Sairash? Which is the smallest number according to you?
Teacher, zero.
Yes, Sairash. 0. According to Sairash, it is 0. Let me write it. And according to Tanvi, it is 1. Sairash, can you tell me why you are choosing the term 0?
Teacher, because zero comes first.
Yes. And Tanvi, why? Can you tell me what was the reason you chose the number 1 as the smallest number?
Ma'am, because from all numbers, one number is smallest.
Yeah. As I told you prior, what I told you, if a series is given to you, and in a series, what you have to do, you have to count. Rather than counting, you have to start to check from which number we are starting in the series. From which number we are starting here? From which number we are starting to count here? 0, 1.
From zero.
From
Zero.
right. So from which number we are starting the count, that number is always the smallest number. In natural number, why we say listed that 1 is smallest? Because in this series, we started to count from 1, right? And in whole number, we are starting to count from 0. So 0 is the smallest number in a whole number. Okay. In a whole number, which is the smallest number? That is 0. Okay. You have to just cross check yourself always. Means which number is smallest, which number is biggest. The biggest number can be any number because we are counting it to the infinity part. But we are having the smallest part. We are having from which we are initially starting to count. That number is always the smallest number. Okay. As in natural number, we learn to note that 0 is not a natural number. So here in whole number, it also has a very important note. And you have to note it down. In this, a very IMP note, it is that this can also ask in your Navad exam that a sentence will be given like that. Let me write a sentence for you. Here in a whole number, we are having an important note that is all the natural number. Yes, all the natural number are whole number, but all whole number are not natural numbers. Okay. And a question will arise that you have to justify this question. Okay. You have to justify this sentence. A question like this can also be arrived. Here, what a note it is? All the natural numbers are the whole numbers, but all the whole numbers are not the natural number. If you're done with the writing, then please let me know. Then we will see what a note look like. What is the explanation for this note? Okay. Are you done with writing part?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What about Sairaj?
Yes.
Are you done? Yes. So in a natural number, all the natural number are whole number, right? Means here, in a natural number, as we wrote here upside, in a natural number from which number we are starting to count? Natural numbers are from 1 to infinity part, right? And from 1 to infinity, these all numbers are covered in the whole number, right? So the first sentence is justified that all natural numbers are whole number. All natural numbers are whole number means from which number? 1 to infinity. All 1 to infinity numbers are whole number, right? But all whole numbers are not a natural number. मतलब जो सारे whole number है वो natural number नहीं है. So can you help me which whole number it is there which is not a natural number? ऐसा कौन सा number है जो natural नहीं है?
And 0.
Yes, 0.
0.
Means, yes, you both are right. Means 0 is that number which is not an natural number, but it is a whole number, right? और 0 को छोड़ के whatever the part we are having from 1 to infinity, that part we are having in the whole number. Means all the natural numbers can be classified as a whole number, but all the whole number can't be used as a natural number. Okay? So this is an important part. If you will ask in the question that state a number which is not a natural number, state a whole number which is not a natural number. So is this clear to you? This is all about the whole number. Any questions?
No.
No? What about Sairaj?
No.
No, right? So let's move towards the next part. Yes, I get it. So let's move towards the next part. That is the third number we are having of integer. Okay, third part what we are having the parts of integer. As we seen in a natural number, the counting starts from 1 and ends at the infinity. In the whole number, what we are seeing, the counting starts from 0 and ends at the infinity. Sorry about that. And here, in the integer, do you know from which number we are starting to count? Can you guess? Actually, a windy day is there, so that's why the door is cracking less loud. Yeah, can you guess? This natural number में 1 to infinity था, whole number में 0 to infinity था, counting, where we are starting. So in integer, how we are doing, how the numbers are being placed? Let me have, yes, I got it.
Infinite.
Yeah, there are always infinite numbers in any number of type. In every type, we are having lots of numbers, right? So always infinity numbers will always listed into that. Here, into the first point, you have all to write. I will dictate it for you. In the integers, we are having negative number, positive number. In the integer, we are having negative numbers as well as positive numbers. Here, an important part it is there. Sneha, can you please unmute yourself? Yeah. Now, here in the integer, a second point is that we are not having fractions in the integer. We are not having any kind of fractions in the integer. Fractions means which number we are having? Those numbers in a p by q form. Means p divided by q form. I will give you an example. Means 2 divided by 3. It is in p by q form, right? And these are what these are? These are the fractions. And all the fractions are not being listed into the integers. Can you give me another example of fraction if you know? Any of the fraction?
1 by 2.
Yes. 1 by 2 and what side?
4 by 7.
4 divided by 7. 4 by 7. Right? Means, and like this, any kind of fractions will be there. If we are seeing any kind of upon terms which is in the fraction that is p divided by q4, that is any 2 divided by 3, 1 divided by 2, 4 divided by 7, these all kind of numbers are not listed into the integer. Integers are only having the negative part and positive part. Means negative numbers and positive numbers. Can you help me to list out what are the negative numbers? Do you know any kind of example of negative number? Let me help you. If any number it is there, if 1 it is there, if 1 in front of 1 any sign it is not given, then this number is a positive number. If in front of 1 we are writing minus sign, then that number is negative number. Any of the number which is having a minus sign in front of it, that kind of numbers are always known as a negative number. Okay, is this not clear to you? Negative number are those number in front of that number always a negative sign is there. Means minus sign is carried out. That all numbers are listed as a negative number. So can you give me now example of negative numbers?
Minus 4.
Yes, minus 4. What about Tanvi? Give me an example. He has given me a single digit. You give me on 2-digit number example.
And any odd number.
Yeah, any number which is carrying minus sign in front of him. And that number will be listed as a negative number. Any 2-digit number.
Minus 21.
Yes, minus 21. Sailash, give me any 3-digit number. Negative 3-digit number.
Yeah, minus 732.
Yes, minus 722. Yes, minus 322. Yeah, Tanvi, give me any 4-digit minus number, negative number.
Minus 1234.
234, right? 234. Okay, so this is how the negative numbers goes on. Okay, is this clear to you? Negative numbers कौन से number होता है? The definition of negative number is that any number which carries, you have to write it down in your notebook. बाद में भूल जाओगे. Any number which carries negative, that is minus sign. negative or minus sign in front of a number, that number is called as negative number. Okay, this is the definition of negative number. Means any number which carries a negative or minus sign in front of a positive number, that number is always known as a negative number. And write these all examples in front of it. Write these all writing, then give me a call that you're done.
You're done.
Done? Yeah. Tell me, what about you?
Done.
Done? Okay. Now let's move forward. Here. Now let's write a definition for the fraction number. Okay. Now the fraction number are those numbers which are always in a p by q form. Write it in a inverted comma always, a p by q form. In a p by q form. And example for it are, let me change the color for you. Example for it are 2 by 3, 4 by 7, 100 divided by 102, any kind of number, etc. Okay. All of the numbers which are always in a p by q form, that number are known as the fraction number. Okay. And in a p by q, that is 2 by 3 we are having, the 2 means which number it is an upper part. The upper part, let me change the color for you, is always known as a numerator.
Then downside denominator.
Yes, downside is of denominator. The denominator. Okay, these are the IMP points. Means which is numerator, which is denominator. They will directly ask you in a fraction which is denominator. Means for simplifications if they want to ask then. Okay, so this is all for fraction numbers. Okay, if you're done with writing, then please let me know.
Done.
Done. Sailash, what about you?
Done.
Done. Okay. Now, do you have any kind of doubt in fraction number, negative number, positive number? No, right? So let's move forward and let's move with the integer part. Means what we are having in the integer.
That for addition.
What addition I mean?
Gates.
Which?
Gates.
Integers. In integers, what we are having, plus iv means positive number. Okay, plus iv means positive number. And here positive number means 2, 3, 4 up to the infinity part. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? In positive numbers are like this number. The iv minus iv means negative number. Iv is in short. Yeah, yes, Tanvi.
Any number, no?
Yes, any number which doesn't carry sign in front of it. Is 1 carrying any sign in front of it? 1 के आगे कुछ साइन है क्या? नहीं है, राइट? कोई भी नंबर ले लो, अगर 100 भी ले लो, इसके आगे कुछ साइन है क्या? नहीं है, राइट? पॉजिटिव नंबर नॉट दैट नंबर जिसके सामने साइन हम नहीं लिखते. कोई भी नंबर ले लो आप जिसके सामने अगर साइन नहीं दिया होगा ना, दैट नंबर इज ऑलवेज एन पॉजिटिव नंबर. ओके, मींस आप प्लस 100 भी लिख सकते हो एंड 100 भी लिख सकते हो. If it is positive, then it will denote as both the value. Means plus 100 भी और without plus के only 100. We can also write in the both form. If any of the number it is there which is not having any kind of sign in front of that number, that all numbers are always a positive number. And negative number are those number जिसके आगे negative sign आएगा. Means जैसे -2 हो गया, -1000 हो गया, -989 हो गया. इन सब के आगे क्या है? ये माइनस वाला साइन. Yes. What will be which number?
-500.
Yes, -500. Means like this all numbers जिसके आगे माइनस साइन लगता है, वो सारे numbers are always a negative number. तो फिर integers are covering both parts. Integer में हम कौन से counting करते हैं? We are counting that number who are negative number and positive number both. The negative part and positive part both are dealt in the integer. So here in the example of integer, what we are having in the example of integer, a lots of negative number we will have -3, -2, -1, then 0. In positive part 1, 2, 3, then up to this positive infinity, up to this negative infinity. Right? Like this of series, it will goes on increasing. Okay? Is this part clear to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And here an important note it is there. Fractions.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, fraction number. You have to write it down into your note, important note, that fraction number are not listed or count in a integer. Means integer में हम क्या करते हैं? Fraction number जो होते हैं, जो p by q के form में होते हैं, वो वाले number हम integer में नहीं count करते. We are not counting that number in the integers. Okay? Is this part clear to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now let's quickly revive our part because now our time is running. The first one, what will look up? Natural number. Then help me, what is natural number?
Ma'am, it starts from 1 to infinite.
Yes, it starts counting from 1 to infinite part. Who is writing on the screen? You're not supposed to allow to draw on the screen. Okay, next time you have to Keep in your mind. Just erase it all. Quickly erase it all. Yeah. Next part, in the second part, what we are having? Second type of number which we listed? Whole number,
Whole
right?
number.
Yes. Then whole number, what we are having in a whole number?
It starts from 0 to infinite.
Yes,
0
it
to
starts from,
infinite.
yes, it starts from 0, ends at infinity. In third part, which we learned?
Integer.
Integers, right? And in integers, what we are having?
Positive number. Negative and positive.
Yes. Negative number and
Positive
positive number.
Positive.
Yes. Then quickly give me the note for all the three. हमने कौन से important note list out किए हैं? For first one, which note it is there?
0 is not. Which number is not a natural number? 0.
Yeah. 0. 0 is not a natural number.
All the natural number.
Yes.
All the natural number are whole number, but all whole numbers are not natural number.
Ha. Means which number is not a natural number? Which whole number is not counted in a natural number?
0.
Yes. 0 is a whole number,
0.
but not a natural number. 0 क्या है? 0 is a whole number, but 0 is not a natural number. And in integers, what note we had seen?
Any number which carries minus negative in form of a number that is called a negative number.
Yes, means that is any number which is carrying minus sign on it. That are all negative number. means जो number minus sign carry करते हैं उसे क्या कहते हैं? हम negative number कहते हैं. जो number positive sign plus sign carry करते हैं या फिर कुछ भी sign carry नहीं करते, that all numbers are positive number. And important note क्या थी last में integer के लिए?
Fraction numbers are those numbers which are always at p by q form,
Yes.
etc. by 3, 4 by 7, 100 by 102.
Yes. And you had given the definition of the fraction numbers, right? तो फिर important note क्या थी integers में? Note में क्या लिखा आपने?
Negative number which carries negative minus in front of a number, that number is called negative number.
ओके आपने सिर्फ नेगेटिव नंबर ही लिखा, ये वाला नहीं लिखा. दिस इज नोट फॉर एन इंटीजर. इंटीजर के लिए आपने ये लास्ट वाली नोट नहीं लिखी क्या? लेट मी चेक इट योरसेल्फ कि ये वाली नोट आपने लिखी है नहीं लिखी कि फ्रैक्शन नंबर आर नॉट लिस्टेड और काउंट इन एन इंटीजर. दिस इज एन इंपॉर्टेंट नोट फॉर एन इंटीजर. नेगेटिव की डेफिनेशन मैंने दी इंटीजर्स में आपको. पॉजिटिव नंबर किसे कहते हैं वो क्या दिया उसमें उसकी डेफिनेशन दी, लेकिन वो इंपॉर्टेंट नोट में नहीं लिस्ट होता. इंपॉर्टेंट नोट में क्या लिस्ट होता है कि जो फ्रैक्शंस है, जो भी फ्रैक्शन है जो पी बाई क्यू के फॉर्म में होते हैं उनको हम इंटीजर नहीं कहते. सारे नंबर सारे टाइप के नंबर इंटीजर हो सकते हैं, लेकिन जो फ्रैक्शन होते हैं वो कभी भी इंटीजर नहीं हो सकते.
I'm done writing.
Done? Yeah.
Yes.
Whatever I'm writing it on screen, that should be supposed to write in your notebook, and that are important term, right? उसके बाद में जब हम पूरा कवर करेंगे ना टाइप ऑफ नंबर, उसके बाद हम ये देखेंगे थोड़े न्यूमेरिकल्स देखेंगे उसके ऊपर, और सारे न्यूमेरिकल्स में ये सारे क्वेश्चंस आएंगे व्हाट वी आर सीइंग इन द लेक्चर. Okay, so what is an important note for an integer?
Fraction number are not listed or count in an integer.
Yes, means fraction number which are in which form? Yes, let me erase it. Yeah, fraction number which are in p by
The
q.
fraction number are.
Yes, Sairaj. Complete your sentence.
Yeah.
Then here all means all the numbers which are in the p by q form, which are the fractions, are not an integer. So ये note है हमारी आज के integers के लिए. Okay, I'm stop में. Yeah. अभी हमारा टाइम खत्म हो चुका है. Then remaining part क्या करेंगे? कल के लेक्चर में हम देखेंगे. In our next lecture. Okay. You have to join in our correct timing, accurate timing, right? Sairaj, you joined late today, so you missed some of the part when we look forward with the introduction of the number system. Only Tanvi was there. And what about Ovi?
Ma'am, I am new student.
Okay, you are a new student. Okay, Tanvi, Ovi, here we are starting the lectures from 7 to 8. Okay, here we are having a timing of 7 to 8. So that's how you have to join on a time. Okay.
Yes,
From
ma'am.
tomorrow onwards, you have to follow the schedule. Otherwise, your next classes will be disturbed. Okay. Now let's end our meeting here.
Yes.
Bye bye for all of you. And today's your homework will be list out any 10 numbers. If means any part, you have to list out any 10 numbers with for each part. Means first part natural number, list out 10 numbers, 10 example of it. For whole number, list out 10 examples of it. For integers, list out 10 numbers of it. So that's how you will also get to know how the types would be there. Yes, Anvi, you were supposed to ask something. Yes, Anvi, any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay. What you were asking?
Ma'am, I am saying bye, ma'am.
Okay, bye bye. That's how. You all were so nice. You all responded so quickly. That's how I liked it today very well. Okay, now let's end by here and bye bye for you all. Let's do good night.